The reason behind cooking stew on low for a long time is because you want to give your vegetables chance to leach oils, minerals, vitamins into your into the liquid. Because what's the point of eating stew? What's the logic behind stew? Stew is the healthiest meal you can eat. The reason behind me saying that is because, think about it. You get hydrated because it has a lot of liquid in it. And not only liquid, but it also contains loads of minerals, vitamins, essential oils from herbs that you added, from vegetables that you added. So when you eat a meal with a spoon, like stew or soup, these are the healthiest meals you can eat. Think about it as drinking tea, herbal tea with very healthy herbs, but we'd also added protein, different meats. And we all know that meat also contains many minerals and many vitamins. So when you eat stew, you are getting a full circle of vitamins, minerals, healing herbs. Absolutely everything that your body might need. This is absolutely the healthiest meal you can serve to your family. There's basically really nothing like it. I traveled through China, and they eat a lot of soups, and they swear into those soups. They think that soup is the healthiest meal in the world. So soup, stew, call it any way you want, it is really the healthiest meal in the world. You cannot go wrong with stew. And another reason why people make stew, why stew? Stew is a meal for poor people. The people like who lived in poor countries or poor areas, who would just walk out of their house, pick a bunch of wild edibles, different greens that they found growing in the nature around their house, and they would bring them home, chop them up, put them in water, boil them, add a piece of meat, a little bit of meat, not a lot, and you get a big pot of stew, big pot that you can serve to your family, no matter how big your family is. So it is the most efficient, the healthiest, pretty much the best way to eat. And one thing that is guaranteed, you are never going to get fat eating stews, because they contain a lot of fiber. They contain everything that you need to function, for your body to function. And you're not going to have a need to eat a lot, because stew is very nutritious. It gives you everything you can possibly need in your daily diet. And also, if you add some wild edibles or things that grow on their own in nature around where you live, those are usually full of essential oils, like healing herbs, minerals, vitamins, because those plants have a lot of vital energy in them. So when you add them to your meals, they heal you from inside out. So stew is the ultimate meal that you can make for you, and your family. So think about it that way. Think about stew as the ultimate healing philosophy that you can make for food. So that's why I wanted to show you guys how to make stew. Now, the things that I put in stew, you don't have to put. You can just walk out of your house, pick some wild edibles, pick whatever you have in the garden. You can put whatever, anything you like. Add a little bit of meat. You can add beef, you can add pork. I like lamb, so I put lamb. You can add chicken. You don't have to be limited. The only thing that fish might not be the greatest idea, because fish, in my opinion, is the best for soups. But yeah, this is definitely the most cost effective way to feed your family, and they all going to be very healthy, because first of all, they're not going to eat too much too much meat, so you're going to save a lot of money on buying meat, because you don't need ridiculous amounts of meat in your stews. You can put whatever grows around you. You can put what you like. I put what grows around me because I live in Florida, and this is where jicama and papaya leaf and molokia and habaneros grow. So I put what grows around me, during the time of the year when I'm making stew. So I just walk into my garden and pick whatever I find. Or sometimes I just walk around and see some wild edibles like Spanish needles, or pellitory here in Florida, and just chop them up, add them to stews. I mean, dandelion is a wonderful weed, which is extremely nutritious. So that way, you get the best of the best that nature provides, and the best possible meal. So my final words are how to serve it. You can serve stew, in the deep plate, and serve it with bread. I like to eat my stew with bread. It's just because I come from a culture that eats a lot of bread. We bake our own bread with kamut and spelt flour. So we eat ridiculous amounts of bread, but it's the bread that we like. We don't put sugar in our bread. But you don't have to. You can eat it without bread or eat it with whatever you like. And that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions about stew, if you are curious about anything else, just feel free to leave your question in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. All right, you guys, bon appetit.